Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the award-winning, illustrious, everything all in between. I fucked up the open, but here we are, the Kayfabe Cowboys podcast.
Botch number one is contagious. Go ahead.
Hey man, Bachelor is in the building. So tonight, I'm your host, I'm your moderator tonight because Legend just tagged me in and handed me those duties for the week. So let's see how terribly I do or how great I do.
But you moderate every week though.
I do?
Yeah.
Do I? Do I really?
Yes.
I do not. I host.
For the most part.
But anyway.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
Anyway. You know what?
We act like a breakfast club right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Getting goosebumps.
You got a mosquito?
Yeah.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Look like ashy over there.
It is.
I thought it was just
mosquito
me.
season. There's no ash, baby. That's moisture. That's pure moisture. That's cocoa butter.
Okay.
That's shade.
All right.
That's aloe.
Okay.
All right, just hilarious.
Speaking of,
you ain't smashed no chicks named Shay though.
Hey, yo.
Speaking of individuals who are rather moisturized, also on the screen we have the mixologist, the wrestling historian, fitted cap and sneaker extraordinaire, the one, the OTG, Brother Legend. Say what's up to the folks, man. That's it. No, we don't.
I was gonna see if y'all could edit this out like they edited Raw and SmackDown over the past couple of weeks. You know, just take out that pause. But what's going on, people? It's Word Legend. I unfortunately have to play the role of Shad today, so I'm gonna go see if I can cut my sleeves off, lower my lights. I am toxic as hell today.
Ooh,
that's what we need.
So, and speaking of which, vacation over, PTO over, daddy-daughter dance over, anniversary over, what else? Church event over. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Our chocolate milk, our well-oiled machine, our I can't finish a bottle of wine at Wine Fest. Our
Brother Nestle.
Brother Nestle is
LA
back in
Mont.
the building. L.A. Mont. No, because he never says yes to anything. Tell people how you feeling today.
I prefer Mr. 205 Live. I'm back. I feel like the people miss me. And I missed probably the best episode. I feel like the episode I should have been on. My brother NATO hit me up and was like, yo, don't miss no more episodes. Yeah. Like, don't miss no more episodes, man. So I like, you know what? You right. So I'm here for the long stretch. I'm Mr. Cal Ripken, the Iron Man. I'm be here every week. So let's get to it.
Hold on. Speaking of NATO, I'm mad at him, and I know he'll see this, because NATO said, hey, yo, stop by the shop. I got you. He took some time off, so I went by the shop. I ain't going to say the name. He know the shop, and they told me to go to hell. So, NATO, I'm still mad.
Hey, he is Hollywood NATO. Like, he's opened up a new venue, and he's telling you to go see his people. You know what I'm saying? He's very Hollywood these days.
But I didn't want to be like the, hey, I know the owner guy. So I just tucked my tail and left, but I was very offended walking down Grammy Street, before I had to go back to the event that I was working that day. But yeah, let's get into it.
Hey man, it's a rough time, man. I'm telling you, man. It's rough out here. But before we jump into the agenda that is, and we talk about the things that were, I would imagine that Brother Shadrick has something that he would like to get off of his chest to begin this episode.
He didn't want to take a vacation from this?
Nah, not at all. This is the highlight of the show. Highlight of the program, man.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, icebreaker for you fellas. So, since the other night, John Cena mentioned that the fans are the one that made him turn heel. My question for you fellas today is, throughout John Cena's career, if you was him, what would have been the moment that you'd have been like, you know what? These fans, I'm out. He had many moments where like it didn't really go his way. It went horribly not his way. So
you know what? I would like to think that I would hold on for as long as possible, because you're the face of the company. No matter they cheer you or they boo you. But I would have turned heel either when you hit me up or you had a meeting with me and said Austin Theory is going to beat me, or I'm going to lose overseas to a guy that didn't win a match for like another 8-9 months after he beat me in that Solo Sikoa. I would have been heel at that moment, because I feel like I'd try to be a company man for as long as possible, like Sting allegedly did, but we won't go there. Yeah, I want to say, I think it had Austin Theory.
Why you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feel? Austin Theory. I'm gonna go with Austin Theory.
Okay.
I'm not putting Austin Theory over.
He hasn't been over since then.
But also, I heard that Cena was a heel in the background for the same 20 years. That's what they say.
If you saw Total Divas, he's been a heel since the inception.
For a minute.
For me, mine is not necessarily one moment. It's a culmination of things. And most notably, if I'm speaking as John Cena. I set the Guinness Book of World Records for the most wishes made in Make-A-Wish. I've put aside a lot of my personal time to go do these ventures to make sure that the children are able to see their hero, let them know that somebody loves them and cares about them, even when they're in a terminal state. I do this week in, week out. I'm always there for the kids. I'm always there to do the right thing. And I show up to tapings and you motherfuckers have the audacity to say Cena sucks. How dare you? Y'all don't deserve me. You don't deserve my attention. I don't want your adulation. I don't need your acceptance, nor your validation. You're going to get what you get. You lose, you get nothing. Good day, sir, and you're going to like it. So every moment that you all have booed me in the midst of doing everything for the fans and putting smiles on people's faces to put asses in seats, y'all have the nerve to boo me. The greatest of all time. I'm John Cena. You all suck. Goodbye.
I like that. I like that soliloquy. Legend, you have something you want to say?
How long you been waiting to say adulation? I feel like that was like in your word of the day. Go ahead.
It's not often I get to use that word. This was, I ain't even gonna lie, it's been in the tuck. It's been in the tuck. You know what I'm saying? I definitely loaded that one up.
Okay. I got a follow-up question after Sean goes.
Yes. So mine would have to be, I was stuck between two when I came up with this icebreaker. It was either One Night Stand in 2005, 2006 when he went up against RVD and pretty much everybody was against him. He had to walk in the arena with the belt over his head like that with his head down. Or I'm going to have to go with the one that I actually think would have been the moment for me. And that is in 2013-ish at SummerSlam when John Cena went up against Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar took him to Suplex City for like 15 minutes straight. And the fans rejoiced in this. That would have been a moment that would have like pissed me off. Like, first I'm getting my ass kicked. And now y'all happy. I ain't even getting no moves in. I ain't hitting no little AA. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do no 5-knuckle shuffle. I ain't do none of that. I'm just getting my ass kicked. And I'm the man.
But when you are a superhero, if you think about every Marvel movie, the superhero does not pull off the victory to the end. So they get their ass whooped the whole time. Think of every movie. It's really like most of the movie they get their ass kicked, and then for the last 5 minutes they win. So like when you're the company man, when you're QB1, you kind of got to take a look how they do Cody the same way. If you think about it. GA, that was an opening for you. No,
okay.
no.
Okay.
No. Now, let me ask you a question based off of y'all responses, because you just said it, Jervis. How do you feel about people saying that John Cena is the greatest of all times?
I've never been a super fan of John Cena, to be quite honest with you.
Me either.
But I'm also, the only GOAT that I really will like be real about is Shawn Michaels. That's the only person I really put up there as a GOAT. Like, even Ric Flair, when I seen his matches, when I was catching his matches back in like 92, 93, I like, this is the nigga y'all think is like legit like that? Like, outside of the like him on the mic pause, his ring work is like, he just flipping and falling and he got a figure 4 leg lock and that's trash. So like nobody else I really could kind of like vouch for.
My gosh, I've never seen this level of Nature Boy slander. Goodness.
Yeah.
Well, so I would rather that than a gentleman by the name of, I'll just call him Dent, messaged me, because he did send me a Shawn Michaels t-shirt, and said, you should buy this as the second greatest of all times, because I was told that it belonged to the Undertaker as the GOAT. And I was like, yes, I still watch wrestling, but I don't agree with that. But I don't want to get us too far off. But I just want to
So
know how you feel about John Cena
so
being
so I feel about it like, okay, like he's not my GOAT,
okay.
but I can see a world where he could be widely regarded as the GOAT just because of how long he's been active and how long he's been at the top of the card.
True.
Like he's been, you know what I mean? Like his reign consecutively is better than Hogan's. He's had
Who?
more, he's had world
There we go.
Terrence.
yeah, Terrence. His that's a good one, Terrence. He's had more world title reigns. He's sold the most merch. He's done the most Make-A-Wishes. He's been arguably, you know, outside of Dwayne, like the biggest crossover star that's come from WWE, WWF. I think in that aspect, he is, you know what I mean?
I put
He's
Batista over that, but okay.
I was gonna say the same thing. I feel like Batista might be a
Yeah,
bigger
Batista
superstar, but
a bigger.
wait a minute.
He's
Wait a minute. We're
much
not gonna
bigger.
do
He's
oh yeah,
no, because you're
he was
wrong. He's a
he
much.
was
he
he
was
was
in
a
a
Guardians
Marvel
of the
film.
Galaxy. But wait a minute, John Cena was Peacemaker.
Yeah,
What are we talking about?
Who watched
I
that
saw
shit?
that.
Who didn't watch Peacemaker?
You tripping? I ain't see it.
Hey man, hey, Bautista didn't get his own series. John Cena did.
Series.
Peacemaker.
Ain't nobody see it, and it's
Nobody's
free.
watching it.
It's free, and I still ain't seen it.
Even if you take away what he did in Marvel, Batista that is, I still think he's a bigger draw than John Cena as a movie as a actor. John Cena plays John Cena in every. All right, you know what? Go ahead.
So,
I'm not.
matter of fact, real quick before we move on topics, I do feel like Batista is a clone, but we're gonna save that for another day.
Oh shit.
The way Batista looks now looks completely different face-wise from the Batista that was around back in 05. But that's for another day.
I think
It's just like offensive linemen in the NFL. They drop weight. They look like different people. To me.
because he said he dropped some weight because like him walking around with that weight, it wasn't functional anymore. Like he didn't
And you can't get all the roles.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
Still a clone to me.
Still a clone. I mean, hey, listen.
Okay. All right.
Continue on.
My bad, big dog.
So are we gonna talk about John Cena's,
Oh yes.
promo?
Might as well.
Oh yes.
Might as well.
Oh yes.
So what are y'all thoughts? This is the first time him speaking since his illustrious heel turn. What are y'all thoughts?
I'll say this, and then I'll get out of the way. I was curious to see what their presentation of him was going to be. Like, all right, you know, when people make a heel turn, like they got to get new music, they got to get new ring gear, they got to get everything, new bells and whistles, different power or whatever, new haircuts, anything. The greatest heel move was, I ain't changing shit. I know y'all are expecting this. Like, you're still gonna get my music, you're still gonna get the jorts. You still gonna get me coming out with the towel. Like everything that I have been pushing to be a good person, you're still gonna get this shit, and you gonna get it with a frown on my face. I applauded and loved it. For all this time, I've been getting mixed reactions. Even when I'm the biggest baby face on the card, y'all have been booing me. You've been telling me that I suck. Like, you know what? Right now, everything that I'm saying, everything that I should have been said to you motherfuckers this entire time over the past 25 years. I loved it.
Nick, what you got?
I was just I didn't want to get in the middle of his promo.
I'm sorry. My bad. I'm gonna get out of the way, big dog. I'm out the way.
No, you were cooking. I didn't want to interrupt you. Okay. Here's the thing. I cannot take a heel seriously in Freebirds, Allbirds, whatever the hell he got on. That throws me off. Like you're wearing old man orthopedic shoes. That throws off everything for me to start with. But I appreciate the music staying because that music is so full of energy that you're expecting for what you had for the past. I'll say 18 because he had the other music for a little while. So let's say 18-ish years. You're expecting the hypeness and all of that. He didn't even speak to Stu when he came out. That was different. It's cameraman Stu. What I don't like is just the overacting, the sad face. And we talked about this last episode. The Frankenstein, the scowl. Just don't smile. Like you're doing way too much. But the promo actually made sense. I could not hate on it. I was pissed off that Netflix decided to censor it for whatever reason. Thought we were past that. but the promo actually made sense, and you started to look around like I could think of some family members that didn't appreciate me. So all of that made sense. So cool, but you notice he didn't take the head off.
Yeah, that ball spot's still there, dog.
Hey
Well,
man,
they said that
hey.
it was covered for a movie or something, so I think he's trying to separate church and state. I think that's why he left it on. Because right now there was an image of him somewhere where it was completely covered. So,
Hey man, I know one thing. I loved it. I loved it.
I loved what happened after, but I'm gonna let Shad go
But
first.
also before Shad jumps in there, pause. Like I feel like every good villain origin story is rooted in the truth.
Okay, so that being the case, then that kid is going to be a serial killer.
Yo, that kid's gonna be Gunther. He's gonna be the ring general. Like he gonna be like slapping holes through people's chests.
No, no, I need a Russian that hated America. We had
Nikolai
one of those.
Volkov or something like that.
He could be
Yeah,
Ivan.
like
He could be Ivan Drago from
mixed with
Rocky.
Nikolai Volkov, but a fat one because kids. Oh wait, you can't say that on the internet no more. Yeah. Shot.
So, as the resident contrarian,
Here we go.
I thought it was like a 7, maybe 7.5.
That's not bad for him.
Yeah.
We just talking about Cena's part, right?
Cena's part, yeah, Cena's part.
Okay.
I feel like the promo, the inspiration of the promo where it's like the fans, like he hates the fans pretty much. I feel like the whole promo, like it lacks something. I can't put my finger on it. Like I get everything kind of made sense. But like to say like I'm a victim, like you was the number one nigga for like 20 years. Like you're not a victim, dog. Like
Hey, wait a minute. He is a victim. Like it goes to me, it goes into the Drake of it all. Like Drake has been at the top of the charts for so many years, but yet he's a victim on every album because like the woman that he's chasing doesn't accept him. Just like John Cena, he's chasing the adulation of the fans and the fans don't accept him. He's a victim.
John Cena is the Drake of WWE right now.
No.
The same way Drake got his lawsuit, it's pretty much the same thing as John Cena's heel turn. You was the number one guy for 10, 15, 20 years, and now that things aren't necessarily going your way, it's like, all right, now F y'all.
Okay.
I feel like he could have mentioned
my mind.
I feel like he could have mentioned something in regards to The Rock. Like that still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that he has a connect. I think they're going to be on another one together soon.
Yeah, and my major issue is that we don't really have time to like slow burn this joint. Like he has 7 more months in wrestling. So, and we know that this is going to end with him being a good guy. So we have to kind of like get all the juice out of this before he ends up turning babyface probably in like September, October to kind of end everything out. Like I would have loved him to like mention The Rock, mention his alliance with The Rock and Travis Scott, which is meh.
I think they're saving that for an American crowd though.
I can see that. But then I would also like to see a good beatdown. Like I feel like at the end of Raw should have been John Cena like doing like a proper beatdown of Cody Rhodes. That would have
let me stop.
Got me right.
Let me stop both y'all right there. I'm tired of seeing Cody get his ass whooped. Not just because it's Cody, but you can't. GA.
Well, why are we changing it now? I mean,
hey. There's not the time for that. Even if he loses at Mania, I'm tired of them making him look weak. Also, American crowds don't deserve shit, and I want that to be clearly stated. They popped for every match,
bruh. Yeah, like they went into song over AJ Styles doing a backstage promo. Like
they went into song on every 2 count.
Yeah,
every 2 count they had a song. But let's move forward just a little bit because Cody Luther King came out.
Cody Luther King.
Also remind me of Pyro when we get to the women. Cody came out.
Pyro.
And Cody does what he does best. When he's angry,
enough.
That's the Cody. You remember in Will Smith and Bad Boys when he said, "That's how you drive from now on. That's how you drive." Yeah. That's the Cody I want to see without getting his ass whooped all the time.
I don't want to hear him say. I don't want him to scream enough ever again. Like it doesn't give what he is expecting that it would give.
He has a lisp, and sometimes his
no. It's not because enough doesn't have an S in it. Enough, like
bruh. It's a heavy tongue.
It's a heavy TH.
Right. But
There's
when
not a
you when
TH
he
in enough. Like, what are we talking about? Enough.
Enough.
yes, there is. But when he said to John, find the guy on the shirt because that's who I want to fight, I was like, oh,
Yeah, yeah,
hey,
yeah.
he
He
hit.
was dropping bars.
Yeah, he called
And
him a
did
whiny
y'all
bitch.
did y'all notice the dark and light of the interaction? So Cody was
Mm-hmm.
on the light, John Cena was in the dark. I thought that was super dope too.
Yeah.
But one thing that I did take, my biggest takeaway from that is, number one, they're not going to do too much to advance this story with a foreign crowd, just because they're playing the story to meet their everyday customer. So like they're not going to advance too much of it or whatever. Also, even though Cody didn't get his ass whooped, they still protect, they always find a way to protect Cody Rhodes. We know that if John Cena gets into back and forth promo talking shit, he could make Cody look really, really small.
But you know they're gonna save that to like the last
Right.
Raw or something before whatchamacallit. So yeah.
Because
I agree.
Cody's gonna at some point or another, he's gonna be involved in a back and forth promo with John Cena. Then he's gonna be involved in a back and forth promo with The Rock. Then he's gonna end up having to be in a back and forth promo with Cody and with John Cena and The Rock together.
People he can't beat in promo, which is a list we should do. We should do top 5 promos.
Yeah, true. We definitely need to do that. But at the same time, Cody isn't chump on the mic though. Like
he
be holding his own. Like some of his promos he had, especially over this last year, outside of like the dad stuff or the emotional stuff, he delivers though.
Even the dad stuff where he was like, I had to lie to my daughter because I didn't want to break the thought that she had of you if she's not, like, that was dope to me.
Yeah, like
especially with the black eye.
Like he ain't chump on the mic as much as I play into my kayfabe hatred of Cody Rhodes, which is probably breaking the fourth wall in its shoot. He ain't chump, but he ain't Cena.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not saying that. He's not even The Rock.
You know what I'm saying?
This Rock been a little shaky.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like he's like The Rock was arguably probably one of the best promos ever in the history of wrestling. And John Cena knocked his ass out in a promo.
So
you know what I'm saying? It's
so I'm gonna have to go against that for 1 second. And I agree. I agree with what you said that both of those guys are elite. But what I've realized is that John Cena, when he attacked somebody, like when he attacked Austin Theory or when he attacked Roman Reigns, it's pretty much saying like, "Yo, y'all not ready for the spotlight that I have. Like y'all can't do my job.
Y'all not big dog."
Yeah, you can't really say that against Cody though. He was
QB1.
nobody. Yeah, he went away. He was nobody, went away, came back a bigger and better person. He has been carrying the company on the mic, in the ring, all that type of stuff. So I feel like he has nothing he can really say against.
But he's only been in that light for what, 2 years now? Maybe 3?
Yeah.
Cena was that nigga for 20 years.
He might can get off that, you don't got the time, but that's not a not a hot take.
But if we're talking about like him not,
Cena had his own era.
Yeah, like this is like Cody's at the peak. I think Cody is as big as he's going to be. Not saying that he's not not saying that he can't, he's not gonna be at the top of the card for a long time. Like he's at his peak right now. And he's still not the biggest person in the company. You know what I'm saying?
See, that goes back to our original conversation about running.
When Cena was peak Cena, when he was like at the top of the card.
Who was there?
What I'm saying is a lot of these people that are on the roster were there when Cena was the man, and nobody was on the card was bigger than him.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cena was active and full time when Roman Reigns was in the company. He was active in full time when Seth Rollins was in the company. He was active in full time when some of these flash in the pan, like when Rusev Day was going on, when Bray Wyatt, all of that. Anybody that has been in with shit, when Batista was there, when Brock Lesnar was there.
Batista was bigger than him at first, though.
At first, but Cena trumped him. Cena has been big at some point in everybody.
Cena appeals to the masses, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Agree with,
like nobody can say Nobody can say that they knocked Cena out as far as being the top of the industry when it comes to WWE. Nobody can say that.
But at the same time, he didn't have a face that was on his level. Like you said, you had Batista, who was there for probably about like 2 years when they was on the same level. And then outside of that, the only other comparables would probably be Randy Orton in like 09, maybe Edge. And then Punk had
09 Orton? Oh, yeah. We'll come back to that.
Yeah. And then you had like Punk, but that was only for probably about 2 years before he left anyway, so.
Yeah, and you also had that was the age of the cruiserweights, and they were doing gimmicky stuff back then. So while I agree he had a run, I don't think there was not as much talent during Cena's run as there is in WWE right now, to me.
But is that his fault though? I can only be
No,
the
but
best
that's
in
like
the pond that I'm in.
right, but you can't. Again, that's that you can't compare eras though.
But I can compare right now to the fact that Cody's supposed to be the man and he's still not the biggest star on the roster.
That's two different things though.
And I ain't even talking about Cena. He's not.
Roman.
He's not bigger than Roman.
What I
Yeah.
It depends on who you ask, because those crybabies will fight you tooth and nail just like those Cena people would. That Cody is the man and has been carried and is QB1. So it's dependent upon their bigger personalities now. So I don't just have to watch Cena and his 5 moves of destiny,
the 5 moves of doom, baby.
And if we keep it real, if we talking right now, today, Cody is bigger than Roman.
At the moment, yes.
At this exact moment.
But the WWE needs Roman. So I agree with you there. But I see both sides of it, but I do think that you can't compare those eras because they're not going to do a Punjabi prison match right now because it's gimmicky as hell. They would have done that then.
Please do away with the Punjabi prison match because then we're gonna get the Great Khali appearance and we don't need that.
Speaking of Punjabi, we were talking about something a little bit earlier.
Punjabi.
Yeah.
Punjabi MC?
Poon, things that we like to eat. Yeah, some poontang. Remember?
Poontang pie?
Remember the thing? With the reference?
This is your segue, bro.
Oh!
That's Jesus.
All right, bet. See, I had it lower on the card. I had it lower on the card. My bad. I had it lower on the list.
This is your topic.
Hey, I'm ready. I'm here. All right.
This feels like the premature shit from last week or 2 weeks ago. I was like, I'm looking at Sean, and Sean looking at me like,
I'm here. All right. So bet. So
leave all this in.
So yesterday on Twitter, I'm scrolling, minding my black business on Twitter because I will not call it X. And so this girl posted a screenshot of her DMs, right? Where the guy tries to get at her and he's like, let me read you verbatim what he said. And we'll probably be able to put this graphic on the screen. But he said, I'd arm wrestle a bear for your number. Next, he said, I'd fight 09 Randy Orton for your number, which then prompted Randy Orton to retweet it saying, bro, really willing to risk it all for you. So what I'm getting at is we all remember how savage an 09 Randy Orton was. He was diabolical. He was probably the most evil person in the wrestling industry at that time. So to keep us married men from getting our blocks knocked off, we're going to keep this in the ring. We're going to keep this in the realm of wrestling. So what wrestling woman would you be willing to fight an 09 Randy Orton for?
Okay. So when I think of 09 Randy Orton, I think of that cop in the middle of nowhere that pulled you over and go, you know what I pulled you over for, boy? Like, I feel like that Randy Orton was a racist.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him. That's what I'm
talking about the one when he was had like a skinhead too, right?
Yeah. Like that's the one I didn't want to meet. And I'm trying not to be caught up in the moment of right now, because Bianca's married. I'm going to say
we could throw their real life stuff out of the way. Like, this isn't, you know what I'm saying?
I know. If I had to pick right now, I'm going to fight 09 Orton for Kalani Jordan.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I would normally say I was about to say Bianca.
Like I took the obvious out. You got to take the obvious.
Yeah. But Bianca was looking good on Monday. Like
what? Oh my goodness,
dog.
I forgot we were recording.
Full course meal, baby.
Yeah.
She watches the show. I'm gonna shut up.
If I say who would I fight, I would have to say, gun to my head, it would probably have to be Miss Parker.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been like.
So now you got you got to fight Randy Orton and Angelo.
I've been lurking on her page lately, and I'm like she is tough.
We don't need you on her page. All right,
well, I'm there, brother. I'm there.
So, damn, you had to get sold while I'm there, bro. So Bianca's a scratch. Miss Parker's a scratch.
And Kalani Jordan.
Kalani's a scratch. Are we putting Jade Cargill in the same realm as a Bianca?
I don't think so.
No.
You know what? I feel like that's too obvious. So
there's gonna be a caveat. I want y'all to know I'm residing in my head right now, so I got something else for you.
All right, so I'm gonna go completely left field. I'm gonna stick with my gimmick. I'm going because I'm trying to take away the obvious ones. I can't pick the obvious ones. I'm gonna go with Maxine Dupree.
I'm mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I mean, knowing that that's what you like, it makes sense. Now, I know we got to move on because we actually got long in the tooth for the first one.
It was either her or Gigi Dolan.
Gigi tough.
Yeah.
Give me an old one, and I'll start. Jacqueline.
All right, so we're going legends. You going Jaqueline.
Yeah. Ooh, I messed up.
What classifies as a legend?
Divas Championship and before. From the era of the Divas Championship or before. So they don't even have to be legends.
Yeah. But they're on the roster.
So they're no longer on the roster.
One that I'm surprised.
I got one.
I never said that. I just said they were around during the era of Divas.
Man, you know what? Give me AJ Lee.
You like a little golf chick, don't you?
Give me it's either AJ Lee or Thicky Bella.
Okay. I'm going Prime Trish.
That's Sean, I think this is the first episode where it's us.
But you know what? You know how that fucked me up? Because she's still doing shit now. I didn't associate.
But she's a Hall of Famer now, though. So
right, but I didn't associate with her not being around. Like,
yeah, that's why I purposely said I didn't say she couldn't be on the roster right now because she just had a match. Okay,
Prime Trish around 2000, 2001 when
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, tough.
I ain't mad at that at all.
I was thinking Lita but anyway, what's next? Because all right, she watched the show.
So next up, all I know is I wish that this was still February because there's so many things in Black history that have happened already. But all I can say is the Street Profits are up and we want the smoke. Somebody chime in on how amazing this has felt. Anybody, feel free.
Can I be negative first?
Sure, Nancy.
Wow. I mean, that name would come to you first of all people.
Negative Nancy.
So first of all, yeah, I need Dawkins to cut his hair and do some skincare or something, because when they were doing the intro, it was Montez here, Dawkins here, camera here, and I was like, hey, bro, is that a beard or is that raggedy skin or what you got going on?
Yeah, he need to go with a close cut or just try to get the goatee pop.
Yeah, and then the hair don't. Yeah, you know. Shout out Bevel. Y'all can sponsor us anytime because we definitely shave.
Yeah.
And then walking out to the ring, I was like, you need to do something. But profits are up, and I think I'm pissed off because they ended the episode so soon after. Pissed me off. I think they ran long somewhere. But it was so refreshing to see them win, and it felt real at that moment. Like, I felt like they were like, you know what? I'm going to give WE another shot. I felt like that's what Montez was like. All right, bet.
I have a
amazing match.
I have a hot take for you guys.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, Harlem hot take.
I think the Street Profits are breaking up at Mania. Hear me out. They just came back at.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that they're setting up for some type of ladder match at Mania. They got all these teams fighting. You know
They
it's gonna be
just
some
did
type of
that.
ladder match.
Mm-hmm. Little foo shma shma.
They just did that though.
I feel like they are setting up for a breakup is because why did they just give them the title match on this random episode of SmackDown?
To make you tune in.
But when you got Mania coming up in 4 weeks, 3 weeks, you
Mm.
could have definitely saved that for that.
If you would have saved the match, I agree. However, you could not have the Street Profits lose another title match.
You could have just not gave them the title match.
That's what I'm saying. If you would have saved the match, I agree. But if you would have saved the match for Mania, we would have known they were going to win. I think Triple H is trying to do this thing where these championships are changing hands more often and on regular shows to make you watch. I mean, we found out early for no reason that the Street Profits won in the middle of the day when the episode wasn't airing. Sorry, had to get that out of the way.
Yeah,
Steven.
that was an asshole move too.
It's like
big time.
He said, "I see a spoiler. Nigga, it popped up." Anyway, I think that's the same way he did EO. You're not expecting a title change to take place. So I'm gonna give you a title change, but I agree. If they would have waited for Mania, that yes, we would have assumed that they were winning, but also they couldn't have taken another loss. So now if they lose to Pretty Deadly next week, all bets are off.
Yeah, and the reason I think that is because I feel like Paul is setting them up so Montez can be a big star very soon, right? And I feel like
he should be.
Since they haven't had the title in 4 years, you gotta kind of build them back up to actually mean something. Because over the last 2 years, they haven't really done too much. So you gotta actually build Montez and the Street Profits up to actually mean something. So when they actually do break up, it's news instead of womp womp. And the only way to do that is for them. Yeah. But the only way for them to do that is for them to win another title and then break up in hillish fashion.
They gotta make them relevant, man. Yeah. The only thing I didn't like about them winning there is that they got cheered. I would have loved for it to happen in front of an American crowd and them boo them. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been turning this heel corner, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't mad at it. I enjoyed like their presentation. I enjoyed their authentic reactions after the match. And I was really pleased that they didn't give them another L, you know what I mean, in chase of the title. So it was dope. I loved the way the Montez. Yeah, I love the way the Montez is presenting himself. Like he came out there, with the black fur coat on, man. He's gonna be when they finally pull the trigger and strap him to a rocket. That's gonna be the easiest superstar to make.
You gotta take them grills out though.
I think the ass to it.
No. While speaking, I was like, bro, I can't understand everything that you. You can keep one or the other. Talk about
it. Yeah, it's definitely a difficult thing to do. Like as a person that has grills, the S's are tough because you don't have the space for the air to go between your teeth, man. It's just a lot of this.
You became Cody Rhodes for a second.
I did. I was Cody Luther King. Every time I put them joints in, man, I'm the son of a plumber.
Who's the IC champ on Raw?
Breaker?
Yeah,
now
Bronson Brecksteiner.
If you break Street Profits up, move Montez to Monday, and let him take the belt off Breaker, 100% for it. That's a rocket.
I don't think Breaker gonna have the title for. I think he could lose to Penta.
Not that man. Oh, I don't know. I feel like they're gonna do either a 1-on-1 or like a 4-way match for him.
Yeah.
Okay. But let me ask you this: since we're talking about Montez, who would y'all, if y'all had to, if Montez, they split up Montez solo act, who do you feel would be like the number one, like can't miss prospect? Jacob
out of those,
Braun Breaker, or Montez?
Montez.
Okay.
Only reason I say you go ahead.
No, I say Montez because Jacob's already a made man. Like he can do no wrong. That he got chance. He got the people backing him up now, screaming 5-2. I think that Montez still has a lot to build, and is more athletic, can do more in the ring. Is very storytelling with his physicality in the ring, even when he takes a bump. And I think that Montez he has that all American look, that people like. And if we're going off aesthetics, I feel like Jacob, respectfully, starting to look a little Fatu-ish from the neck down, if you know what I'm saying. Like he getting that's a bigger individual. Like
that boy's thick.
That boy thick. So
thick.
And I just think that Montez's time is coming soon.
Yeah, I could.
Plus, he's great on the mic. Pause.
Yeah, I think that because we've seen Jacob Fatu do a lot of singles things. We haven't seen, aside from the Elimination Chamber era, that time frame, we haven't seen Montez be able to do any singles things. So we don't know what he can be without the anchor of being in a tag. Even the promos that the Street Profits have been cutting right now, they look like more of what a Montez Ford promo or vignette would be. It just seems that Angelo Dawkins is just in it. It's not like it doesn't seem like it's authentically him. So I think that we're setting the tone for what this Montez Ford singles is going to be. He's going to be a brash, cocky asshole. You know what I mean? That gives us luxury life. We got grills, we got chains, we got fur. Like all the things that are going to make people hate him. We're already getting that now. I
think that would be great on Raw. I think that would be an excellent add to Raw.
Yeah.
And I'm liking the qualities that we're seeing in that. So keeping with Montez Ford, we're gonna pivot to some more Black excellence in the trio of Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. Like, what are y'all's thoughts about the interaction that they had last week, and just the overall, like, the breakup, the drama? Is it sympathy? Is it heat? Like, what are we feeling?
I would have to say that I really don't know what to feel at this particular moment, to be quite honest with you. Like, I love that Naomi was the one that beat down Jade. I feel like Naomi is going to have a hard time being hated, and I feel like Jade is going to have a hard time being cheered. But I love the segment with Bianca and Naomi at SmackDown last week or the week before that.
Oh man, they need an Emmy for that.
Yeah.
And she called her Trinity.
Grateful bitch. I like.
That shit was real, man.
Where Bianca was the one that orchestrated that. I would love for that to happen. If that happens, then we on to something. But I still feel like Jade is gonna have a hard time being cheered. I'm gonna just put that out there.
Can y'all see this?
I did it for
Bianca.
Yeah, so that's my take. I love what they got going on so far. Hopefully something happens where we get, Naomi and Jade. Naomi been getting her ass whooped, so she's gonna need some type of backup. She's gonna need a stipulation match. She's gonna need something.
I think, speaking of backup, and we're probably on the same page, Legend. I think Naomi I think she's about to start another faction. Because Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, they're running out of things to do in NXT.
Yep.
They've been getting spots on SmackDown. They've been interacting.
And who was that against? Who was those spots against?
Yeah, it was against Bianca and Jade. I think they're lining up for that. Also, I like the emotion involved in the back and forth with Bianca and Naomi. It was dope. Like, it felt like those were like real tears. It's like, yo, like, we've been on the road together, and like now, like, we can't on the screen being friends no more. Like, it felt like a real breakup. The only thing I didn't like was, if we want the people to hate Naomi, like, don't let Jade get her comeuppance. Like, let Naomi be a chicken shit heel.
Yeah.
Like, Jade shouldn't be able to run down to the ring and get her hands on her. Like, Jade should be, as long as it took for Jade to come back and for people to find out Naomi did it, it should take a similar amount of time for Jade to get her hands on Naomi.
Right.
Like, I get the first time when she came back at the Elimination Chamber. Got it. Boom. You're stuck in this cage. You can't run away. But anytime after that, I'm not gonna let you beat my ass no more. Like, I'm gone. I'm out. That was the only thing I didn't like. And it just seemed like, all right, so she came out, she beat her down outside of the ring. Now, where do we go from here? Like, that's the only thing I didn't like.
So my favorite aspect so far, outside of the ass whooping at the chamber, where later on I was thinking I wish that Jade would have took her spot in the chamber just for shits and giggles. But I love the storytelling with the clothes.
Yeah.
You had in the chamber, you had Bianca and Naomi in white. Jay came out in black, looking like sexy ass Storm. Sorry. Anyway, and then
a storm
Monday
is coming.
Yeah, and then the next time they saw each other, so Friday, you had Bianca and you had Naomi in black and the neck brace for Naomi, and then Jay came out with the what's that movie where the girl gets the blood thrown on her white dress?
Carrie.
Carrie. I didn't love her pulling up at the perfect time. That is getting a little old.
Yeah.
Because how what you watching in your car. But anyway.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree that she should have gotten away at that point. But I do love how Bianca is staying neutral. She says, I mean, hey, go get her. I like that aspect of it. It makes me think that they're leaning toward that Bianca had nothing to do with it so that they can focus separately, but have that distraction. So I feel like that distraction may come to play at Mania with those two and distracting Bianca from the championship, which we'll get to. But I wholeheartedly think that there is a faction coming with the Meta Girls and Naomi for backup and protection or whatever that looks like. Because Lash ain't no punk. She does that same jump kick that Jade does. So you kind of have, and you have the muscle of Bianca and Jade. So you kind of have that security. I love the storytelling. I loved all of that, and I love that Naomi yelled out Bianca as she was getting jaded.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. But now we're, like I said, where do we go from here? I know that Jade actually has some backstage heat with one of the Studline members.
Man.
But where do we go from here with this?
Hey, look. Hey, she the star, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you just, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gonna have to deal with it. Like,
if she don't want to work Christmas, she ain't got to work Christmas, dog.
Yeah.
She ain't got to work Christmas.
Hey,
listen.
Hey, Mike,
look at my check, look at yours.
Yeah, Michael Jordan was punching niggas in the face at practice. Like, are you gonna get rid of Jordan? You can get rid of Jordan for Steve Kerr? No, we're not getting rid of Jade for the stud line. It's not gonna happen.
They came to get me when I got released. You've been in catering. Relax.
Yeah. All right. So next up, all in all, Black excellence, Black beauty, black people doing big things at the top of the card, prime time.
But wait, so does Jay go down to NXT? I mean, I'm not Jay. Does Naomi go down to NXT, form the stable, and then come up, or do they come up and help her?
I think they're just gonna pop up at Mania.
Yeah, I think they pop up to help Naomi.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't think Jade has had a loss yet.
Nah.
Besides her tapping out.
Yeah, I think somebody said that was like legit with her and Shayna, like really like you know what I mean.
And that's why she was tapping like, "Hey, bitch, relax."
Yeah,
but they said no, I beat her. So yeah, other than that, no, I don't think so.
Oh no. So speaking in trilogies, what are our thoughts on Punk, Rollins, Roman?
I feel like
they ruined one of the best cage matches I've ever seen in my life.
That shit was dope.
That shit was better than the cage match, the Hell in the Cell for Punk and Drew to me.
That was a great match.
They ruined it. I loved the opening of the door. Like, go ahead, you want to go. But the best part about that match was Paul in the ring consoling Punk.
Yeah.
So I want to see where this goes. I don't know that I needed the three of them in one match, but whatever. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. I still would have much rather seen just Punk and Roman one-on-one. Seth and Roman one-on-one.
I'll take either of those matches.
Yeah. But now they're doing the three-way, and I just don't like that there's nothing up for grab. They have to make something up, like number one contender or something, because otherwise it just doesn't make sense.
I don't think we get the three-way just because they're still the. Oh, that's right, because they're lining Drew McIntyre up for Damian Priest. Okay, right. So yeah, I think we do get the three-way. I mean, it'll be cool. You know, I mean, there's a lot of story to be told there. So I ain't mad at it. There's a lot of story to go around. I like that the ending didn't make Punk or Rollins look bad because of the way it was going. If we're gonna continue that story, I like the way that happened because we don't really know who would have won the match.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it gives both of them something to like be fighting to get back to.
To run that back for, yeah.
Yeah, I love Roman just yoking him up and just pulling him out and then just like brutalizing him at ringside, and then getting in the ring. Oh, you thought shit was sweet? I ain't forgot about you neither.
Right.
So it's dope. I like it.
Yeah, I'm more interested to see how it's gonna actually happen at Mania. Like I need something else to be a part of that, but so far I'm with it. I just feel like it would have been way better if it was just Seth and Roman 1-on-1 at Mania. That could have headlined night one for me.
Yeah.
This match could have been a SummerSlam match for the three of them later on down the road.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're building something toward that, but
yeah. I mean, maybe it potentially could be like, or I don't know.
The way I look at it is the only person that takes an L in this is Seth, because Roman ain't taking a pin. Just lost said match. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the only person that could possibly take a pin is Seth, and then see Punk. Or maybe the favor is I want out of this match last minute. I'm a commentator. I'm the referee. Whatever it is, I think that there needs to be some sort of separation of church and state there.
Yeah.
Because he still owes him that favor.
I could see something happening.
We got another trilogy that's just about to take place, though.
Oh, what's that?
The women. Did y'all not see the contract signing?
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Like, dog,
there we go. That's the reaction I wanted.
I am, dog. Like, as much as my vitriol for Cody Rhodes is there. I hate this super Rhea that, like, why? Like, why does she, like, how? You lost. Like,
she shouldn't have lost. She shouldn't have lost.
She shouldn't have lost. Should have been disqualified. If we're being honest.
But the fact of the matter is, you took your ass outside the ring to be worried about somebody that won in the match. That was your silly ass thought process that did that. It ain't Bianca's fault. Rhea Ripley has sat ringside at other people's matches. Now it's not okay for somebody else to do it because your dumb ass went outside the ring and got distracted. That's what I ain't like, bro. You lost. Bianca won the Elimination Chamber.
Right.
And the only thing that I don't like about this is making Io Sky look really, really small. Like, you have your champion who is...
So you're okay with making her look small. You're not okay making her look small, but never mind. Go ahead. No, I'll let you cook.
No. Like, Cody just look... He just... I don't know, man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
But Cody, like, me saying that Cody comes up small is like, pause. It's, like, some of it is me playing in the character. But also, it doesn't happen when there's another beef going on and he's the third wheel. Like, they just shooing this nigga away. Like, it just be him in an interaction getting his ass beat. He might look small because of that or whatever, but it's like, how am I the champion and you two are more concerned with each other than you are with me?
Because everybody knows that's the match we wanted. Everybody wanted that match. And
we could have had that match if Rhea ain't take her silly ass outside the ring. Bro, you lost. And then you could come out there and sign your name to the contract. Somehow, like, they're gonna make Io look really small. She's gonna be like, I can beat both of them. You know that's what they're gonna do. Like, that's the shit that I don't like, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, if I'm the champion, I'm not gonna let somebody else get in my match. That decreases my odds to retain my championship. I just don't like Super Rhea, dog. Like, I don't. I like her in the ring. Yeah, go ahead.
She's gonna pin both of them. Io's gonna pin both of them to shut everybody up. But do we wanted the match? We wanted Bianca versus Rhea, right? That's what we wanted. But did we need another Bianca versus Io match? Because we've seen that a bunch.
No.
So what is the answer there?
There's no reason, to be honest with you, there's no reason that Io should have been added to this match. Like, Rhea should have beat her. Like, I don't know what the thinking is. I know Steve Dent put in the group chat, like, the reason they doing this is because they think that Rhea versus Bianca is a WrestleMania main event. And if they're not going to main event this year, it wasn't no point. I get that wholeheartedly. But they could have ran that back. But just throwing Io in there and, like, Io wasn't, like, over like that. Like, she wasn't, like, popping where they were like, yo, we got to throw her in this joint.
It was a shock to see her win, which was dope.
Right.
But also, I could have gone with Rhea finally beating that ghost of the past, which is she's now 0-6. I could have been fine with that. I took care of her, and I'm going to take care of you, and we're going to WrestleMania with that.
Now, you know what I think they could do? This is like, so Rhea came out there and signed her name to the contract, right? I could see a world where night one, it's Rhea and Bianca. And Rhea has to win the match to be added into the triple threat on night two.
Who she got
But
to
then
fight?
why she that makes Bianca weaker? She needs to fight both of them then.
No.
That's it.
What I'm saying is we can get the Rhea Bianca Mania match, but it just be night one. And Rhea has to win to be added to the championship match on night two.
But what I'm saying is now that makes Bianca weaker for the next match. If you're going to, let's go with that thought pattern, then Rhea needs to fight both Bianca and Io separately in the same night. If she beats both of them, now all three of them have been in a match, and now you go into the triple threat night too.
But see, I like the champion having the advantage though. You know what I mean? That
she already has the advantage. She's 6-0 against Rhea.
Right.
And half and half against Bianca. So you already kind of have the advantage. That's what you're weakening Bianca by giving her that match. Because if they don't put on like we wanted to, what's the purpose of that match? That's what I'm saying.
Right. So, yeah, it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense why she's at it.
I hope that they cook and we figure it out. Hey, girl, I hope that we figure it out. But who knows? We got a couple weeks.
Yeah, man. So in conclusion, we don't know what the fuck is going to happen. So we got a couple more bullet points, and then just like the passer, I got a couple more things, and I'm gonna be out your way. I'm gonna let you go. So who do we think that the Great American Luchador really is?
They got me for a loop when they showed the guy being taken out, because at first I thought it was Rey Fenix.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first inclination. Now I think was Justin Jefferson. Not Justin Jefferson. What's the guy name?
Jason Jordan.
Jason Jordan. I mean,
hold up. See, y'all just don't think it's Chad Gable.
I know it's Chad Gable.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't.
know it's Chad
okay.
Gable.
But I feel like that they would throw, because everybody assumes it's Chad Gable, like that there's a okie doke because they have a history together. That you go, I pulled it from the back to help me out. Just something.
If you look at the interaction, the segment they had, like he hit a move and he was like, "Gracias."
It felt like redacted in that mask before. Like it felt like we're looking at you. Like
I'm talking about, who was it? The Patriot?
The US, yes. Mr. Yeah. It felt the same way, but like we definitely knew it was him, and we definitely know it's Chad Gable. Yeah. But the fun is, what if it ain't? Like in this one instance, what if it ain't? Because I swear I thought it was Rey Fenix.
That's a dope ass lucha mask. When he went to the top rope, I was like, instead of him doing the flying headbutt, I was expecting a shooting star press or something like that. Like but he went and learned the art of lucha or some shit like that. That's what I was expecting.
Even when he did the move, I was like, what the hell have we got going on? It looked weird to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So the last thing I got on my list is a person who can't be overlooked and who is scorching hot, and he is rising up the Pop-Tart charts. It is the one, the only Jacob Fatu.
It's not Cero.
Oh yeah, I mean he is, but he ain't. He ain't really got much. Much to talk about right now.
Okay.
Like where do we see Jacob Fatu at for Mania season?
Solo.
I don't think that anymore.
I think it's definitely Solo.
Not with the way that they got a little chant going on and how over that was, that 5-2. I think once Bachelor gets back, they become something, but I think that he's already surpassed Solo, so what's the point in going back? That was their fear, that he was going to come in and be better than Solo, and the fans were going to look that way, and we have. So I don't know what that fight does. Like even on Raw, he was like, yeah, I want the Intercontinental. Solo was saying that Jacob should get the belt. So I just think that
just a swerve, like, because even like 2 weeks ago, Jacob had a match, and then him and Tom Matonga was about to go to the ring, but Solo called him back, like, hey, he got it, he's straight. And so I feel like the whole like I love you Jacob part is all because he's going to turn on him, and then that's going to lead to that Mania match.
And by him turning, that's instantly going to make Jacob Fatu a babyface.
Which I feel like he's not far off from being a babyface.
Yeah.
He's an anti-hero. But we got enough big men baby faces. Like we got this big SOB. Like you can't be a baby face and make niggas bleed like that. I don't know. I,
No.
I don't. He's a future champion. I know that much.
Yeah.
I don't know where he falls in Mania right now, and maybe it's too soon for Mania. Maybe he's a SummerSlammer.
Nah. He's on Mania. He's on Mania, and I feel like Solo did enough last year where he has to have a Mania match.
Yeah.
Solo ain't done shit this year though.
True, but last year he stepped his game up.
Yeah. I was a huge proponent for Solo Sikoa, and you all laughed at me.
We still are. What do you mean laughed? We still are.
Yeah, all right. Whatever, man. Hey, whatever floats your boat finds a lost
He
boat.
lost his bloodline, and now he's second string to Jacob. Like, bruh, you ain't got no pool.
Hey, man, either you going to get down or you going to lay down, all right?
And he laid down. What else you got? Because you're not going to piss me off today.
Well, I think that was it on the list of Jericho for tonight.
Let me ask y'all this real quick, as we wrap up.
Other than Jey Uso doing his best top dollar sign
impression. That was on my list because I wanted to talk about the botches in Barcelona. But go ahead,
Nick, go ahead.
Oh yeah, hold up. That's ISO. Okay, yeah. That's ISO.
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah, let me get negative real quick.
Well, he just took the glasses off.
Let me switch because I need to get negative.
Hey, look, I feel like on was it Love and Hip Hop with K Michelle's like oh, she was shaking the table.
I don't know if it's tiredness from the plane rides. I don't know what it is, but there have been several major botches in the past week that I can't get past, and I want to talk about them really quickly because we're at the end of the episode. How do you win a U.S. tag team title? Jacob almost said fuck, and then said oop, and then made a face like, oh shit, they heard me. Hilarious.
No, that was Solo. Yeah, that was.
I'm sorry, Solo. Solo said, and then like the face he made was like when you got caught at work or your parents caught you cussing like, oop. And I have to talk about your milk of magnesia, your queen to be, your strong-faced WWE Women's Champion. It is not Tiffy time. It's Bocce time. Because I need to understand, one, how 17 security guards can't keep two women that weigh $127 apiece apart from each other. If you don't pick her, we got Portsmouth security. I've seen a security guard yoke somebody up with an arm.
They need to hire culture security.
And listen, I'm not quite sure that Charlotte Flair isn't a clone. Straight up. How do you can't separate Charlotte Flair, who got one good leg?
Woo.
And speaking of Charlotte Flair,
there we go.
If you were going to put somebody over, if you think that this match matters, and Mania, it no longer does. Charlotte Flair is never in the spot she needs to be for any type of attack. There was a swanton bomb, which, first of all, how do you have a fight, go to break, come back, and then rehab the fight? How the hell did they get back together? Whatever. She goes to the top of the stage and does a swanton bomb. Now, here's the thing. Charlotte was here. Tiffy landed here. How the hell did everybody fall out? And I get it. I know. You got to do better. You could have edited that out. It didn't have to be done. You knew when you aired it, it was ass.
Man.
Okay. And then Jay, my guy. If you don't got enough bounce left, if you need some Air Force Ones with some more air in them, let me know. My girl works at Snipes. I can help you out.
I think it's time for him to go to some Air Max or something like that.
Yeah, you can't be doing all those in no Air Forces though.
Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm back. What did I miss?
You good? You good?
I'm good now.
Yeah. You sure?
Sorry. Yeah, I had to get that up off my chest.
Hey, man, hey, that's what we here for, man. Hey, we listen and we don't judge.
Not at all.
Sorry, I had to get that up off me. No, right. Shad, you was about to say something before I rudely interrupted you.
All I was gonna say is, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, where's your excitement level for this year's Mania?
So just for the Mania matches or just Mania altogether?
The Mania matches, the card.
The card.
So far, with the things that are shaping up, there's a lot of uncertainty. I'd give it a 6 for me.
You had a 6?
Yeah, just because, the child in me is excited about a lot of things. I'm excited for Cena Cody, just to see what happens with that and The Rock's involvement. Like, it's to see Travis Scott come back. But I give it a 6. But overall, for what Mania is going to be and I'm pretty sure there's going to be some niggatry going on that weekend as we're watching that together. So overall, I'm a 10 excited for Mania.
I'm excited for the get-togethers, which we need to plan out. But I don't even know what's headlining night one because there's so much randomness going on.
Travis Scott versus Bad Bunny.
Which might be a better match than we're getting from Tiffy and Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And if you were right, Shad, and they do a ladder match for the tag titles, I'm turning it off at whoever's house I'm at. Because what the hell? They just did that.
You know they're going to do that, though. That's what all this been lining up.
I'm at a 3, maybe a 4 if we're talking about watching so far. The only thing I'm interested in, because this triple threat for the women is kind of throwing me off a little bit, is Cody Cena, because I really don't want Cena to get 17. But also, I wonder what that's like if he gets 17. Like, it's a toss-up for me. But that's the only thing I'm fully invested. Damian and Drew, don't give a shit about. Seth Roman and somebody, no.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm
excited about the match, but there is no story. You have 2 people that hate 2 people and 2 people that hate the other 2 people. Like, okay, I get it. But like you said, there's nothing at stake because they're going to fight again right after that. 2 of them and then 2 of them, so.
Yeah, the only things I'm really excited about is the Cena Cody. I'm halfway excited about the triple threat, the men's triple threat. And that's pretty much it. So mine might be a 3, maybe a 4 right now. So I'm more excited about the actual it being Mania season and Mania night because I feel like we always have a good time. You know, when we have Mania night. But
Viking Raiders versus Street Profits for both titles. That's what's going to take place.
I'll be cool with that.
Yeah.
That
I'm definitely excited for whatever the Mania mix is going to be. So yeah, because Brother Legend never disappoints.
Very true.
Never disappoints. But anyway,
I think that's it for today.
This has been another episode of the Kayfabe Cowboys podcast. Hopefully, after this episode, we've put ourselves in a position to potentially win an award. You know, we're accepting all award nominations. You know, Emmys, iHeartRadio, maybe winning a Woody. I wouldn't even be upset with that.
A Mark Twain award.
Yeah, we got to get in where we fit in. Like and subscribe. Follow us on all social media platforms. Brother Legend, tell the folks where they can find you, brother.
As usual, you can find me in St. Louis. I'm kidding. Instagram, I am Legend. Rolling on dubs. I am Legend _716 on Instagram. Same for the Twitter. Same for TikTok, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it. Legendary Mixes. We back, baby.
Brother Shadrick.
Right now, you can always find me at the gym every morning, putting up weights because my body hurts right now. So you can find me there. Shout out to all my people in Planet Fitness, gang. And shout out, and then you can find me everywhere Shad Harris. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, but also make sure you subscribe to the Kayfabe Cowboys YouTube channel.
And after this week, you can definitely find me at the next BFAB fan club meeting. I am the presiding president, the officiant, secretary, scribe, and treasurer.
But you can find me here
at the...
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. That was me. I messed up. Go ahead.
Man, I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of things going on right now. It's a lot of moving and shaking. But you can find me here at the Kayfabe Cowboys podcast. You can find me on Instagram at It's Zach Morris. You can find me on Twitter at It's_Zach Morris. I'm retweeting, I'm liking, I'm commenting, I'm doing a lot of things. We're about to get more active on the TikTok machine since that's now legal in the U.S. officially again, I believe. And did you all have anything else you wanted to say? Because I heard a scoff over there.
For me, you said moving and shaking.
I was thinking the same thing. BFAB ain't doing no moving. Nothing.
There's nothing in there.
I wasn't talking about her. I'm talking about us. There's a lot of things that are moving and shaking.
I thought about that match and it was too flat back. So
we not.
Right, I'm out.
No, we're not finna do that about Be Fabulous, my beautiful black queen. We're not doing that. But as always, man, you all stay safe out there. Brett screw Brett. Die Rocky die. We out of here. Peace.
There it is.
I need to get confetti. Damn it, I need confetti.